gosh. Oh, there I am. Oh, I'm home alone today, guys. Happy Mother's Day. They went to a restaurant, but I don't like going to restaurants because how do I know that people wash their hands? People that work there. That's one. And two, I don't eat pork. And the people I live with, the adults, they do eat pork. So I don't want to sit next to them. And then one's the spouse, the other one is the old lady, and how am I going to deal with it? Like the old lady gets upset if I don't pull the chair on her, make her pull the chair for her. So I prefer being home. My dog is taking a nap back there. Little guinea pig over there. The two kittens. We got kittens now. And the big cat, she's out there. But in this video, I'm going to talk to you about how to be a strong man. And I have met two that are in my age group, right? One was a soldier, then he got married, divorced, and I've noticed that he lives alone. This one, he lost the kids in the custody, so he lives alone. But if you want to be a strong man, number one, you got to have a job. Number two, you got to live alone. The other guy, he works in a factory in the shipping department, right? And he also sort of lives alone. He's like a Disneyland dad that he goes to visit his kids. Well, he goes to visit, right? And then, a couple of days later, he goes back to his apartment or his home. I'll use the word home. So both of them, they love to work. I don't. So by my definition, they are strong man and I am a weak man. They live alone. I don't live alone. In fact, dependent personality disorder, I think that's what some therapists gave me that name. Another word that you need to learn is interdependent, that we all depend on each other. But we're all supposed to contribute, is what Tony Robbins would say. And Will Smith, he said, in every society, if you don't contribute, you will be voted out. So, I have not been voted out just yet. I've been, what's the word? I've been punished, incarcerated, twice? 7.5 days, Baker acted, and then the other one, 5 days. I'm not sure about the second one time, because the first time I was keeping track of the days, because if you don't know the date over there, then they say, yeah, he doesn't know what day it is, and they'll keep you there longer. Yeah, he's totally out of reality. But if you don't have a job, you really don't know what day it is, except if you have other people in your life that live with you, and then you know what day it is. So if you want to be a strong man, you have to live alone. There is a third one that's a strong man, But what he did is every so often, every couple of years, he would get divorced and remarried, and divorced and remarried several times. And he always works, and he works and works and works. You see, when I asked for a day off to go look at the child care, they have these meetings like at 10 o'clock in the morning. I gave them 2 weeks notice. My boss said, nah, we don't want to change the schedule. We're not going to do it. So I called in sick, and then I got fired. Because I knew what I wanted. I wanted a child care. Why? So I'd be a better dad. Why did I want the foster parenting classes? Well, number one, we went through 5 weekends, 5 Saturdays and Sundays, I think it was. If not, it was just Saturdays. But anyway, it was a bunch of hours. And even though we don't qualify because, well, back in Miami, we had a condominium with 2-bedroom. And if you want to adopt or be a foster parent of 1 kid, then you gotta they each have to have their own room or something like that. Some rules, or they both have to be girls or boys, whichever. So that didn't work out. But back then I had, and then I probably didn't make enough money either. You know, you gotta make enough. But again, if you want to be a strong man, all right, so let's say that you're starting out, you're 18 years old, you don't have a car, go to work at a elementary school in the cafeteria, or custodian, but custodian you're gonna need to put up with a lot of garbage. A lot of garbage as custodian, but and then it's very hot, and you have a 20-pound vacuum, or I don't know, maybe 10-pound vacuum, but on your back. I didn't like that. Substitute teacher, if you're 18 years old, yeah, you could do that with the little kids, kindergarten through 3rd grade. But you got to know about kids, how to deal with them. Like I remember one girl said, that boy's making fun of me because of my weight. And yes, she was bigger than the others. So then another one said, oh, you could put him over there. That's where the teacher puts him when he's misbehaving like that. So I said, okay, did you do it? Yes. Okay, go over there and stay over there. And a few minutes later, there was another one bothering somebody else. And so I said, go over there, please. And so now I had 2 in the corner. And then later, the teacher came by. Another teacher, like maybe some other teacher came by, and she said to me, why do you have these 2 separate from the group? I said, this one was making fun of that girl, and this one was doing this. But I didn't write them up because they were like, what, 1st grade? And she said, but you put them there together? And I said, well, yeah, they told me that's where you put the kids. So apparently you're not supposed to put them there together. They're supposed to be, well, if you really don't know what to do, they really shouldn't put you as a substitute by yourself with so many kids. I mean, my goodness, I'm sending you at 18 years old, and let's say that you don't have any kids of your own, no biological children. You really don't have any experience with kids. Maybe a younger brother, but you probably don't have any experience. But all they want you to do as a substitute is pop in a video and make sure that they don't hurt each other, take roll call, and walk them to the lunchroom and back, or to the art room and back. And so it's not that bad. I think it was $9 an hour, 9 times 6. 6-hour school day is, well, 9 times 5 is 45 plus 10. It's about $50 some, all right, for the day. But it's a nice cushy job. You could go to the school that's close to your home, and you could get there on bicycle, save up some money. Now you won't have any job for the summer. So maybe you could do the custodian work in the summer school, or for the summer months. And meanwhile, now that you have money, get yourself some training, carpentry courses. They're like $700. Electrician courses online, another $700. Computer repair courses like CompTIA 8 Plus, which is the basic level. I like Professor Messer, but I could watch a 5-minute video and not understand. I mean, I could understand it well there, but how do I remember all of that stuff? And that's why I had previously purchased a $300 P-Memory course for memory. Phenomenal memory. But that one is the expectation of the P-Memory course is that you're going to be able to concentrate for 2 hours while doing the lesson. And I'm like, oh my goodness, you're asking me to memorize 20 things? All right, after I do that, I'm cooked. That's as far as I can do with my brain power. I can concentrate for 20 minutes, or not even, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I mean, haven't we all heard of where there's a will, there's an A, the course? That teacher, professor, where there's a will, there's an A. He mentioned that people concentrate for 15 minutes. So 15, take 5 minutes off, break, then 15 minutes again, and so on. But the P-Memory people, they want you to do a lesson which is 2 hours long. And they want you to do it with a timer. The word is a metronome. It goes. That's the speed of the metronome. So you could have it every 6 seconds or every 7 seconds. And every time you have one of these, you're supposed to memorize one of those visual images. Words. So, all right. What to do with your life? Read your Bible. Live alone. Work in a school cafeteria. This way you can bring food home for yourself. Live in a tiny home, like a doghouse, a little one. Put it on wheels and live in there. Bring your girlfriend over. Ask her if she wants to spend the night. What else? And that's it. Apparently she's allowed to stay 2 nights in a row, because otherwise your girlfriend is allowed to stay 2 nights in a row in your apartment. Because if you let her stay in your home, if she stays more than 2 nights, then what happens is, I think if it's 3 nights, then the police say that she lives there. And once she lives there, you could be Baker acted, because if you get upset and you throw a plate on the floor, oh, I fear for my life, or some other thing. Oh, he threw the plate down, now he's gonna throw me. I mean, the law is ridiculous. So you're not allowed to have any explosions. You're not allowed to kick any door or anything. So it's better that you live alone and don't have any of her things over there. I mean, she could have a toothbrush or something, but not her clothes. Maybe one blouse and one dress. That's it. And that's why you must live in a tiny, tiny house, because she'll say, well, really, there's not enough space here for me to live there. Why don't we move together to somewhere else? And I just don't recommend it. I cannot recommend that to anybody. Say, you see that thing back there, up in there? Well, my bed was there, and I put that permanent marker up there. I did it to annoy my wife. So then I had to explain it to the doctor. Oh, no, yes, I told the spouse that it was for teleporting, but that was just to play with the kids. But I really did it to annoy her. And another reason that I did it was because I wanted to do a skylight. I'd love to do at least I was in the lady's house. She had 2 skylights in the living room, 1 in the bathroom. I mean, it was just beautiful. However, I'm learning to be a carpenter, teaching myself, watching videos. I still got to get some clamps so that the wood does not move, because you can't cut straight if the wood moves. And I got to learn how to measure also. I made a table once, but it was wobbly. All right. Take care of yourself. Be better than I am. Enjoy your life. Live alone.